Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to hashtag Battle Talk as a part of the Flight 96 network. I'm joined here by what I call a member of the battle rap culture. I mean, anybody who, does anything to entertain the culture. This dude does battle rap cartoons. If you don't follow him at BattleRap101. The man behind the YouTube channel, Justin, is here, man. What's going on?
What's up, brother? What's up, man? I'm excited to be part of the podcast. I'm loving what you're doing. I like the energy that you bring to the culture. Thank you for having me.
Man, listen, let's get straight into it, man. Crazy couple of weeks here in battle rap. We just had the Ascension card, which off recording, he told me that you almost went down there, and I've read up on it since I'm all the way down south in Texas. I just read up on it on Twitter, and I was given the impression that this was the night of the 3-0s.
Yeah. It sounds like there was a lot of 3-0s. There was a lot of one-sided battles going on that night. And I gotta say that I'm not surprised, and this is the reason why I'm not surprised. They threw the event on the same day as
Summer Jam
and the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So I grew up in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, talk about it,
bro. Like anytime there's the Puerto Rican Day Parade or the Labor Day Parade, everybody goes out. In fact, there are more black males on the street of the Puerto Rican Day Parade than actual Puerto Rican. So it's like the whole city is shut down. And if I don't know who it was, but one of the artists actually said that it took him 45 minutes to get from Brooklyn to Queens to get to the event.
Wow.
So it's you're competing. You could say you're competing with Summer Jam, but you're more competing with the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Like, if you're from the north, as soon as it gets to be like 65 degrees outside, you know what I mean? There's a saying, like, the Puerto Ricans like walk around the streets naked, and so I'm not surprised that a lot of people miss the event.
I mean,
what I was saying by that is when you don't have people at the event, when you don't have that energy, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It affects certain people. You feel what I'm saying? So like if I'm in the room and somebody I like is battling, I'm gonna kind of help them out. You feel what I'm saying? When I see that they're kind of stumbling a little bit.
You mean like gas them a little bit?
Action or something. Say it again.
You mean like gas them a little bit?
They call it gas. They call it gas.
I mean, the thing is with that.
Differently, but yeah.
I mean, the thing is with that is like, I mean, I'm a on cam dude. I've been watching. I've seen almost all the battles on cam. Like, I've yet. With the saddest thing is that I've been watching battle rap since Conceited versus Surf, and I have yet to be to a battle event. Even though, you know what I'm saying, there's an event there. There's a league like right up the street from me. But that's all gonna change within the next couple of months for sure. But I think I understand, like, but as watching on cam, I feel like there's a difference between in the building. Like, I finally understand, like, in the building versus on cam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, the logistics of it. Like, I understand, like, people may not catch stuff in the building, but when they go to when they watch it on cam, be like, oh, okay, like, perfect.
All right, so
go ahead.
I want to jump in real quick. What I would encourage listeners to try to do is invite 40 of your friends over and watch a battle, even if you're gonna watch it on cam. If you want to know what it's like to be in the building, invite 40 of your friends over and watch the battle together, right?
Okay.
And you know what winds up happening, because see, there's a dynamic that happens when I'm at home and I'm by myself. I'm reacting to what I like. When I'm in the crowd, if I'm around some thug dudes and in between the battles, because the battles don't happen back to back. They're like battle 30 minutes, battle 45 minutes. So you're sitting there, you're talking, you're building, you're talking about what you like, you're talking about who you're interested in, and so like you might get caught up in reacting to a bar that you might not necessarily react to if you're sitting alone by yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so like the on cam is more of an individual reaction. in the building is the energy, and it's kind of like the peer pressure. Sometimes you're peer pressured to cheer for something that you might not necessarily cheer for when you're by yourself, and vice versa. Sometimes the crowd might not be fucking with a bar, and you might go crazy.
That is very true. That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. Like, for example, a lot, Daylight versus O-Red, that happened on Guerrilla Warfare.
Right.
A lot of over the head stuff was said during those battles during that battle from both sides. And there was a lot of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that didn't get reaction that I got, and I was like, why aren't y'all reacting to that? Another case in point, Av's second round against O-Red. Av got no reaction, and I was like, yo, Av was cooking. Av was cooking like the second round, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, why weren't people, you know what I'm saying, reacting to all of that? But I mean, I guess it's just a vibe thing.
There's so many.
Go ahead.
Like, for example, let me talk about one of the first events I went to was a UW event. It was Daylight versus Shoddy Horror. Okay.
Ooh.
And I was in the build. I brought my boy down. My boy is like thugged out dude. He think he could beat up anybody, right? He's smoking the whole way down. We're kind of smoking going down there. And Daylight is going off. He's doing the Peter Pan bars.
The Peter Pan bar. Yeah.
Crazy in the crowd. If you listen to it, you can actually hear me reacting. When I listen back, I'm so embarrassed because I'm the only one reacting. Everybody else is like, oh, what the fuck is this dude talking about? You feel what I'm saying? And like, that's what I'm saying about the peer pressure, bro. It's like it's weird. Like you could voice your appreciation, but if you're like the lone voice, it's difficult. It's difficult.
I feel you on that one. I mean, I got a couple of friends who I watch battles with, and I'll show them a battle, and I'll just be reacting and just being stupid, and they'll just be like looking at me like, "Yo, like, what is going on?" Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the Trap House League. I don't know if you're familiar with Trap House. They have
Trap House New York.
Yeah. They had Anubis versus Kush Cloud, and I swear that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite battles. But there was so many over the head stuff that no one caught. Like the when Anubis said, I think in his second round, he says He says my partners break hands over keys like Bugsy Calhoun. I said, and then I googled Bugsy Calhoun, and I was like, that was fire. Like, whoa. Like I was
right.
And then Anubis did the Star Wars scheme. He said something Skywalker, get your Jar Jar binked, it's all in the Force, you dig me? And I was like, and like my friend was like, yo, like what is he? I'm like, you're not catching any of this? Like this is crazy. I was reacting to damn near every bar, and I was like, I guess it's just, you know, it depends on what kind of how you like, you know, digest bars. Like for example, like I know people that I've talked to about certain battles that didn't think the Big Gerald bar, the infamous Big Gerald bar from Averb, wasn't that fire. And that's crazy to me.
They don't think it was fire?
They don't think it was fire, and I don't understand how it was. I mean, it was literally the perfect.
Well, I think sometimes when you watch something, like when I the first time I saw the Low Deluxe versus Calico, and I told my friend to watch it, I hyped it up too much. And so when he saw it, he was like he was let down because I was so hyped about it. So I learned, like, when I show somebody a battle, like I just kind of let them kind of you know, engage in it themselves, because you're watching it differently than they're watching it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's an art in itself to introduce someone to battle rap. You feel what I'm saying?
It is. It's very difficult, actually. I mean, I've transferred some people, you know what I'm saying, that didn't know anything about the sport who love it now, who text me when like, yo, like, did you see this battle, bro? Like, I remember one of my friends, I showed him K-Shon versus Averb, and he got hooked. And then all of a sudden, like 2 weeks later, this is like 2 weeks before K-Shon and Rex was about to drop on YouTube. And he texted me as soon as K-Shon and Verb came out. He's like, bro, you see K-Shon or K-Shon and Rex? And I was like, oh snap, okay. I was like, okay, he's into it now. And then I watched it when it dropped. I actually was gonna upload a whole like review over it, but you know, some video complications happened, and I wasn't able to upload it. But the thing with I actually want to talk about that battle. First things first, what did you think of the K-Shon and Rex battle?
So we're kind of breaking up, but I think you said, what do I think of the K-Shon versus T-Rex battle?
Yeah.
So I definitely think that K-Shon destroyed him. And I think that T-Rex, he had something different, and in the last minute he kind of scratched it.
That's the feel that I got too.
He always goes into a battle. He always has bars on deck. You know what they call the mixtape bars.
Yep.
But he scratched those. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Got to chop this up, I guess, later. Yeah, he scratched those rounds. He scratched the rounds. He had to have scratched the rounds, and then he came with that filler. You know what I mean? Just to get through it, because I think it meant a lot more to him than K-Shon. I think their relationship meant more to him than K-Shon.
The thing with the K-Shon and Rex battle, it was kind of hard to see as a fan, because you saw them always associated with each other, and to see them battling against each other and see what K-Shon actually did all 3 rounds against Rex was like, you know, a lot of people compare battle rap to wrestling. It was like a tag team breaking up and going at it against each other. Like, yo, you don't want to see this. Like, you don't want to see this. And then, you know, I feel like Rex shouldn't battle anybody except for like Reed Dollaz. Matter of fact, yeah, Rex shouldn't battle anybody except Reed Dollaz if that gets offered to him. Like, no other battle besides that battle makes sense to me, honestly.
Yeah, I think Rex is gonna battle. It's a double-edged sword. Battle rap is not. People use the phrase, or they ask the question: is battle rap dying? Battle rap is far from dead. But what it actually has become is it has become a way for people with a certain reputation to they can cash in and get a quick check. You know what I mean, to take care of themselves. And so with that, I think it's on us as consumers to not click some of these battles.
Yes, sir.
Like,
yes, sir.
If we as fans say it only makes sense if T-Rex battles Reed Dollaz, then we cannot click any other T-Rex battle. Like, those battles should be getting 300, 400 views. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That will send the message, because people are paying for the views. That's why they're giving him the money. So if we don't give the views, people will stop paying him for those battles, and he's going to have to step it up against what the fans think makes sense.
Now,
it's simply supply and demand.
Speaking of Rex, I haven't seen. I mean, I saw the UW trailer for Revenge, him versus Rod B. I have yet to watch the him versus Rod B. Because that's, and I'm gonna agree with you on that point. I refuse to click on this because I mean, it didn't seem like a good battle from the jump. I mean, High Stakes 2 was supposed to be Rob B versus Chess, and I think everybody wanted to see that. That's two young gunners going at it. That's two young. And they'll be on the card with Hitman versus Suge, a battle that we've wanted for what, 2-3 years maybe. And my thing with Rob B versus T-Rex, I said, why did Rex? If Rex was why did Rex take this battle and battle Rob B on UW in a small room after not showing up at High Stakes 2, knowing that it could have been a bigger atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? That's just I just go in and start questioning, like, why do some of these rappers, take certain battles, like I still think that Jims versus Averb should have never happened, to be honest with you. I think Jims versus Averb should have never happened, because Averb should have waited until he got the battles he wanted. Besides, and the thing is that Averb, it was a winner take all battle. It was a winner take all battle, and he won no money. He got paid absolutely nothing. Jims beat him. I gave the second and third to Jims, to be honest with you. I didn't think it was a 3-0, but I gave the second and third to Jims.
Well, I think from what I understand, he actually did get paid, and then there was like a purse that was like being bad.
Like a bonus?
He did receive some type of compensation. He received he received like a base compensation, and then they were like battling. I think it was like they were battling for a bonus. I think maybe Jims didn't receive any base compensation, but as far as I understand, he did receive some type of compensation.
Well,
but yeah, he kind of ruined his legacy. But you know what? You can't eat legacy. So like the legacy is all cool for us, but like when you got to feed your kids and your baby mama's like walking down your back because you know what I mean. Like your kid wants to sign up for a football team. You know what I mean. Like that
talk
legacy,
about it.
They ain't gonna put him on a football team for the legacy.
Talk about
You know what I'm saying?
One of the few things I want to talk about is Double Impact 2. Again, we talked off mic, and you said that you will be in the building for Double Impact 2.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for you, my man. I'm excited for you.
This is the first time I always go to the regular general admission, but this time I felt like I needed to reward myself after a hard year of working with these 7th graders, because I'm a teacher by trade. So me and my wife will be in VIP.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm part of the bougie crowd. Like, I don't know, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try it out. And it's very interesting because I don't like 2-on-2s. And I'm not really sold on any of the like matchups.
What? Yo, when I heard Verb and Hitman versus T-Top and Briz, I was like, yo, man, listen, I'm ready for this card. I'm ready for this card, man. As soon as I heard T-Top and Briz.
That didn't tell me, bro.
Listen.
Didn't tell me.
Okay.
But continue.
But the thing is,
maybe we'll get more hype.
Okay. I am gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you the low points and I'm gonna tell you the high points. The high point is Averb Hitman. Hitman's return to URL. Averb, one of Averb's last appearances in URL, versus T-Top and Briz, who are at the top of their game right now. Well, Briz is. T-Top took a loss to Goods. But the thing is with this is that there's so like. Ill Will and Rum Nitty. That's dangerous. People don't understand. Like, people are like, yo, Matt and Cortez are going to spaz on them. I'm like, no, they're not. There's no way that they're going to pull out the same Millie Rock magic that they did against Young Ill and Verb and think they can beat Rum Nitty.
No, they said Cortez was in rare form like last week, man.
That's against that, but that was 1-on-1 though. When was the last time we saw Math though? I'm gonna
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you that the in the building dynamics that I see. Okay, everything always breaks down to who's with you and who's against you. All right, so you got Harlem against Brooklyn. This is really what it is, right? I mean, why do people ask the question? Why do people join battle rap? I'm gonna tell you why.
Talk about it.
In the building, you need to have people with you. So, Rum Nitty and Ill Will are part of what? Tommy.
Yep.
Tommy is from where?
Harlem. Swave. What up, Swave?
You got Harlem and you got Harlem and the Bronx with you. The Harlem and the Bronx, right? You got Moneybags. You got all those guys.
Shout out Team Hami.
Are gonna be rocking with you. Harlem and the Bronx, and then you got You got Cortez and you got Hoffa.
That's NYB.
Queens all day.
That's NYB. That's NYB right there.
The building in half. So, right. So off the rip, you already that's the hostility in the crowd. You got people who just gonna be rooting for Brooklyn. You got people who just gonna be rooting for Harlem.
That is true. That is true.
That's the energy. So you got the split. Now you gotta come and show. See, that's the thing where people think like, oh, you come from St. Louis, oh, you're out of town, or nah. That's why Tay Rock is part of Dot Mob. That's why Bad News is part of Dot Mob. That's what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, can we speak on? Hold on. Can we speak on Dot Mob? Let's speak on Dot Mob for a minute. It's crazy how when Kayshawn left Dot Mob, and 3 new members came into Dot Mob. I think that's crazy. I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't know if those guys were in talks before Sean left. I just think, and by no means this is a knock to any of those 3 additions. I think these are the 3 best additions to a battle rap group. I mean, Bad News, who is, arguably the best guy in bullpen right now. The best guy in bullpen. He just battled Low. He just had a crazy battle against Low. So, I mean, his second round is probably my favorite round of this year so far. We got Snake Eyes. Listen. People weren't sold on Snake Eyes after his battle with Rada, but if you go watch him versus Black Mugga and Big Hand in his PG battles, Snake Eyes is talking that ish, man. Snake Eyes is talking that ish, man. Like, it's like he's. I don't understand why people.
Snake Eyes has a different feel. Let me tell you, I'm a 6 foot black man, average build, and you remember when New Jersey Twerk took a shot at Snake Eyes?
Yep.
At that BL4, I think it was.
Yes, sir.
I was right next to Snake Eyes, bro. Yo, this nigga Snake Eyes shoved me so fucking hard when New Jersey Twerk called him out. New Jersey Twerk is also a big ass man. Yo, he shoved me so hard, bro, and I'm trying to be hard, but I'm like, god damn, this motherfucker's strong. Like, I'm just saying, in the building, bro, like Snake Eyes has a presence about him. Like, like this whole him and Geechee Gotti thing, people don't realize it's more than just the bars, man. Like, Snake Eyes has that kind of, he got that street, you know what I mean? He got that street gritty, I'm by myself, I'm dolo.
I feel that, though. I feel that.
The addition, real quick, the addition of Snake Eyes and Show Off, who's from Brownsville and has a lot of street cred.
Of course.
It adds a lot of street cred to Dot Mob.
Talk about it.
That's a lot of muscle. They just add a lot of muscle. Like, like back in the day, Hoffa used to bully Dot Mob.
Yep.
So Hoffa didn't bully no Show Off. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that was the certified bully battle at RBE, and Show Off got the clear win. Show Off got the clear win on that one. Clearly. Salute. I mean, but then again, man, like, besides when you'll see when the old Red battle comes out, I mean, it wasn't a bad look, but it wasn't a bad loss though. I mean, let's not be that. I mean, I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, because I got it. I purchased on Rap Grid. Shout out to Rap Grid and Direct and all of them. I watched the Show Off old Red battle about 3 times, and my decision hasn't changed. But I will tell you this. From an on-cam standpoint, if you're not solely based on like, okay, who took this round, you know what I'm saying? Show Off had some great bars. Show Off had great bars, man. I'm excited to see what the view count's gonna be on this one. I'm excited to see what people say about it when it gets released on YouTube. But Dot Mob, man, I used to just like look at Dot Mob and I'm like, yo, like, everybody's saying this and that about Dot Mob, and they don't do nothing. But when Rex killed Verb at Summer Madness 2, let's be honest, Rex killed Verb. Let's get that out of the way.
I agree with that.
When Kayshawn was still in Dot Mob when he battled Verb, correct? I believe so. I believe so. I mean, he was. I know he started NWX, but yeah, he was in Dots and.
No, but he was definitely with them.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, yo, Dots were taking out St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? We had I mean, everybody, not a lot of people know that Hitman and Rex actually battled. They battled in some low budget league that was a 1-rounder, and T-Rex and Young Ill have easily, what I think is one of the best 1-rounders of all time when they had their battle in St. Louis. You know, and then we had the Dots versus St. Louis. I mean, we had. I mean, K-Shon's calling out Hitman, which I think would be a great matchup. I want to see that, especially with the role that K-Shon's on. Him versus Hitman would definitely actually make sense. But what made me? But I'm gonna tell you right now, what made me a believer of Dot Mob was T-Rex versus Calico. Mm-hmm. That's what made me a believer of Dot Mob. I said, right. I was like, okay, Rex was in his bag against Calico. The whole him throwing his hat down and show up to his funeral in the same clothes that I did it, and throws his hat down, and I'm like, you go, Rex, let's go, talk to him, Rex.
I'm gonna tell you a weird. Sometimes you know how I rate battles. You know how T-Rex be like, I'm gonna stand in front of you and I'm not gonna blink.
Yep.
You ever heard him say that? So
yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I think I was in the building for that battle, and Rex was real jokey with Cal. He was real jokey. I felt like he was when Cal was rapping, he was all smiling.
I saw that too on cam.
And joking around. And I feel like when you break character like that, you lose the battle to me, bro. Like when Calico. Remember when Calico was like, "My dad'll be out next summer." To Loaded Lux, remember that?
Yeah.
You lost the battle, Cal. Like when you do that, you lost the battle, bro. You know what I mean? Like when you gotta start talking through the other person's round, to me, you lost the battle. When you break character.
I feel that.
In my opinion, that battle and Calico, that's why Lux beating him was so impressive, because Calico is that dude. Like Calico don't, you know who else broke character?
Who?
Tay-Rock. I love Tay-Rock.
Against who? Against who?
Against Calico.
No, listen, I had Tay-Rock edging against Calico, man. I had Tay-Rock edging against him.
If you go based on bars,
that's what I did.
If you go based on energy, in fact, I'll tell you this: in all metrics, I got Tay-Rock winning it. But when Tay-Rock said, "Hey Cal, I listened to your shit," you know, like he was trying to be friendly with Calico.
Yeah.
Calico wasn't playing no game. He wasn't smiling at Tay-Rock. I was like, yo, like Calico's the man in this battle, and Tay-Rock's the boy. Like that, and Calico said it in the interview. I don't think it was an interview with Angry Fan. I don't think people peeped it. He was like, if you listen, like Tay-Rock is like screaming, he's out of character. He's like, I taught him that battle, like how to keep your composure. Go back and
Calico gave him some lumps in that battle. Right. I give him that. The one thing I do want to talk about as we get back, let's get back to the Double Impact. We talked about T-Top and Briz versus Averb and Hitman. Who do you got winning that, and why?
I got T-Top and Briz. They're too consistent. They're conditioned for the stage right now. Hitman's good for a round, like he's good for a fire round, but right now Briz is on a Tay-Rock run right now. And,
Briz is on a tear, man. I can't wait to hear that hash brown. I can't wait to hear that hash brown bar everybody's been talking about. I can't wait to hear that.
It was crazy.
It
was crazy. He's something else. So I definitely got them winning 2-1.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you because I feel like Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock, Hitman and Verb. They're gonna remix the Showtime. I know that's gonna happen. But the thing with this one, you don't know Briz and T-Top are gonna say. You don't know what they're gonna say. They don't have no signature move that they have when it comes to 2-on-2. I mean, you got you got some cool acting or whatever you want to call it with K-Shine and DNA, which we'll get to them in a minute, and why I'm pissed off that pissed off about who they're facing, but I'll get to that in a minute. But I don't. There's a lot of unpredictability right now with T-Top and Briz, so I'm gonna give them 2-1, but I guarantee you it's gonna be a good battle. Moving on to, we talked about Ill Will and Rum Nitty versus Math and Cortez. You might disagree with me, but I got Ill Will and Rum Nitty 3-0. I'm telling you, man. It's going to be nasty.
Nah.
What you think?
I think that team is going to run into the same problem that Dutton and Clips are going to run into, which is Ill Will has the ability to really freestyle, to jump in and out, and I think Rum Nitty is more comfortable with staying with his writtens and just staying with the game plan, and I think that chemistry mismatch is going to cost them, where Cortez and Math are really a team. They're like brothers, man. They've had fights, they've had wars, but they're going to stick to their game plan. I think that the talent, you can put a bunch of talented basketball players together, and it doesn't mean that they're going to win a championship. And
True.
I think that's the case with this team. I see there being some chemistry issues. Not that they don't get along with each other, but I just think their styles. It will come a point where their styles will. There will be a hiccup or two, and I think that will be enough to make it a debatable. But I'm not going to go further than that. I think it's going to be a debatable. And I think it's going to be the classic of the night.
Okay. That's a good analysis. I'm excited to see Rum Nitty back in the back on URL. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm excited to see Rum Nitty. I'm a huge Rum Nitty fan.
Yes.
Rum Nitty versus Av is probably one of my favorite battles of all time, next to Daylight and Chilla. And Rum Nitty beat Charlie Clips. But when he did the personal angle against Tay-Rock in the third round, I screamed, why did you do that? Because that lost him the battle completely.
So I think he was a victim of, sir. I think he was a victim of circumstance in that battle. He definitely shouldn't have took that angle, but I think I think that battle happened too quickly.
I felt that way too.
I think they should have let him build himself up a little bit more, and I think they should have let Tay-Rock kind of wear on people a little bit more. People weren't ready to give like Charlie Clips, right? Everybody's 3-0 Clips. People were kind of tired of Charlie Clips, so
they already are.
As much as I don't want to agree with it, the crowd does have a big role to play, and I don't think the crowd was ready to let go of Tay-Rock. You understand?
Fair enough.
Tay-Rock's not going to charge smack a lot, so Tay-Rock's going to give you good battles, right? You can get 5 or 6 good battles out. He's not going to get Hollywood and start charging $25,000. So, we don't know Rum Nitty. We don't know Rum Nitty. If Rum Nitty destroys Tay-Rock, who's to say that Rum doesn't go on the crown and then say, "Yo, I'm only taking Hollow, and I want 30,000." We don't know that about him.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, that's how I feel. Because honestly, other people have taken training angles before, and the crowd didn't do what they did.
That is true.
But I was in the crowd, and there was a bit of uneasiness. There was a bit of uneasiness about even going into the building. Personally, I love Tay-Rock. I love his momentum. But Rum Nitty's bars. Rum Nitty's a fucking cyborg with the bars. Bro.
Yo, okay, listen.
There's no comparison between Tay-Rock and Rum Nitty as far as bars go.
Listen. Nitty,
the thing about Rum Nitty is Rum Nitty's a back-to-back guy, huh?
I was gonna say Nitty I was gonna agree with your statement that you're making about Rum Nitty with bars. Okay, when Rum Nitty said, when he told the scheme in the beginning of the second round against Ill Will, I was up in the hotel loading rounds for cousin. Big rounds I'm stuffing. They say ill in the lobby. I grabbed the nose running. I'm coming down with something. I was like, what? That was
coming down with something.
I didn't even I had a Jay Black reaction when I heard that. I had a Jay Black reaction when I heard that. I was like, oh my God. Like, what? That's...
I mean, the truth is, when you have somebody like Rum Nitty coming up and you're Tay-Rock, you're supposed to duck him. Like, you're not supposed to take him. And that's the thing about Tay-Rock. That's why Tay-Rock gets credit. Then as soon as Rum Nitty miscalculated and tried that angle, the crowd, they just got him. They were like, nah, bro. Nah, you can't do that.
So, I mean...
Because if the crowd would have rocked with it, he could have KO'd Tay-Rock, bro. He could have KO'd him. I'm thinking.
That would have been that, but that, I mean, his first two rounds were good. I liked his first two rounds. I'm not gonna lie. But that third killed me. But so you have a debatable with Ill Will, Rum Nitty versus Math and Cortez, and T-Top, and we both have T-Top and Briz taking over Hitman and Verb. The next battle is a battle that I'm pissed off is happening. I don't want to see this battle. I don't want to see these two in URL. I feel like Marvin Quest should have got the call for this card and should have been facing somebody like a Big T and Saga, or maybe I don't know about T-Top and Briz, but somebody like this. But Midwest, Miles, and X Factor versus DNA and K-Shine, we already know what's gonna happen. This battle's already seems so predictable, and that's what saddens me. Like, yo,
yeah, they don't need to do anything special. They just need to come in there and give you 3 solid rounds. They're gonna get them.
I think we can speak shortly on this. I think we both have DNA and K-Shine taking this clearly.
Yeah, definitely agree.
And then Chess and Steams versus Big T and Saga. First things first, I would like to applaud Chess for the run that he is on. Although he has not been racking up wins as much as I want him to, but his performances against Av, against Tay-Rock, against Saga have been absolutely incredible to watch. I feel like Chess is coming into his own on the main stage. I feel like I feel like he's ready to, make that big. Either he's already made the jump or he's fixing to make that big jump to top tier. And his second round versus Av sticks out to me as one of his best. That bar that he had about the man, I Huey Newton, black as shit, NASCAR, tag your whip, JC, Chilla Jones, Black Star, smack your shit. I was like, okay, all right, Chess, we get it. You're top tier now. We get it. His performance against Saga at BL3 was like that was a different Chess. And I think you can agree with me on that one. That was a different Chess at BL3 against Saga. He let all whatever demons he had. I know he had lost his close friend. I think that day is what he said in the battle. But he just let all that frustration out the window, and Saga had to pay the price. Like, Chess is so impressive. Steams is impressive too. He's coming off a win, like a clear win against Danny Myers. I mean, we haven't seen Big T battle in a while. I know Saga's coming off of a 3-0 against Tink. That's what I read. And what are your thoughts on this battle, man? Like, I want to know, like, what do you think Chess and Steams both individually and as a team bring to the table, and vice versa, and same thing for Big T and Saga.
I think this battle is interesting because you have an old member on both teams and a kind of a member of the new guard, but really in this battle you have the old establishment against the new establishment, right? So you have the NWX kind of Beasley, everybody's connected inside of the URL versus like the kind of upstart, small business minded, we go hard with Chess and Steams. And really, it's very interesting that people don't look at Steams as Chess's ghostwriter. When Chess came out, he was like 14, 15. And Steams was a dude with the pen, right? So like all of a sudden people are like, Steams is riding Chess's coattails. I just think it's a weird dichotomy between the two of them, because even though Steams is older, Chess shows a lot more savvy and maturity as far as his media presence. The reason that Chess is where he is and who he is because he's shown a lot more discipline in interviews, and he's a lot more strategic with the way that he says things. Whereas Steams kind of goes he goes the Danny Myers route. I'll battle anybody. I'll do anything I need to do. I just love the sport. And so Chess kind of treats itself more like a top tier. So even though the two of them entered the PGs around the same time, you have Chess on his way higher plateau. But they are like the more natural team. They actually spend way more time together. And so I just think like their connection and like their chemistry, I got them winning 2-1 clearly over Big T and the Saga. Saga's boring, and like Big T can be exciting. Big T does have the most explosion out of all four members. Like he can have like I ain't holding up bunny ears when I put the piece behind your head. He could have those types of moments.
Or the basement and the attic in the basement, switching around. Yeah, the switch. Yeah. I was fucking with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he could have that, and they could steal around with him having one of those moments. But like, between just the pen of Steams and just like the raw aggression and passion of Chess, I got that to be in 2-1. We go hard, cakes up. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you on that one. I feel like they could potentially have team performance of the night. Along with like kind of like a tie between Steams and Chess and Briz and T-Top. I think they could possibly have performance of the night. The thing with this battle is just like I saw an interview today with Chess, and he says, "Yo, we got the weakest team on the card," and I mean, I'm not gonna disagree, but I'm also not going to agree. What I mean by that is that I think Saga and Big T are good together as a team, but I feel like the way they debuted as a team against Charlie Clips and John John was not the correct way for them to debut as a team. I think they kind of came in a little bit, they got thrown to the wolves just a little bit too quick. But I think with this second battle underneath their belt, I think a little bit of cohesion has happened over the preparation time, and I feel like that Big T and Saga are gonna they're not gonna back down. They're gonna come 3 rounds prepared, and they're gonna have some crazies. I think they're gonna have some crazy bars, but it's Chess and Steams, man. Like the thing about We Go Hard is that they have the ability to produce some of the most aggressive rappers I've seen in a while. Steams, Chess, let's see, I can't even really think of, I think Dougie, that's a good one. Fettuccine 20, it's guys
Jerry
like
West.
Yeah, Jerry West. Shout out to Jerry West, by the way.
Mr. Wavy.
Just Prez Mafia. Just those. I think We Go Hard has a very good way of honing honing aggression in all of their battlers, and I feel like that aggression is one of the few keys to succeed in URL specifically. I mean, look at Briz. Briz is coming off of a clear win against Ill Will and a clear win against Arsenal. Like, that's, and a clear win against Passwords. And it was all, and he went into all of those with all aggression. So aggression can take you a long way. So, yeah, shout out to We Go Hard, Cake Life, all that, and I feel like Chess and Teams are gonna take this one. Now, moving on to the battle. I hope I'm not missing any, but moving on to a battle I'm scared of. I'm scared about this battle. I really am. I'm scared about this battle because I'm scared of how it's gonna go. Charlie Clips and Goods versus Arsenal and Shotgun Suge. And I'm gonna explain to you why I think this is going to be possibly one of the worst 2-on-2s. Goods and Charlie Clips, while they're friends, and I could see some chemistry being there, with Charlie Clips' past performances and Goods' last performance, this pairing does not look good on Goods' behalf. He even said in an interview that him and Clips don't have any material written as of now, and that's not good at all. Arsenal and Suge are probably the most aggressive team, besides T-Top and Briz, which they battle. Ars and Suge battle T-Top and Briz at a UW event in South Carolina. Which why did you book? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to get into that. The thing is,
yeah. I see where you're going with
that. I don't want to get into that. But the thing with this is that, okay, first things first, Ars and Suge are gonna have disrespect bars on deck. Like, come out the gate, they're gonna be disrespecting Charlie. They're gonna be disrespecting Goods, and the fact that but there's also an interesting key to this. I don't think Goods has ever been disrespected like Suge and Arsenal are fixing to disrespect him, if I'm not mistaken. I know T-Rex disrespected Charlie Clips when it came about his pops and all that stuff. I know Loaded Lux did the same thing. But I don't think Goods has ever had his angle has ever had an angle drawn on him that's going to be disrespectful or just got aggressive. I don't think Goods has actually battled an aggressive battler. I mean, the only person I can think of is T-Top, and I don't think T-Top even got aggressive with Goods. So I'm interested to see what I already know a pocket tap's coming, a double pocket tap. I can already see that coming. But I don't know who to give this battle to. I really don't. On the other hand, when Clips is prepared, Clips is amazing. And if you add a prepared Goods, oh man, that's a great team. But then on the other hand, you got the aggression, you got the disrespect, you got the high energy of Ars and Suge, and they're gonna go at their necks. So I don't know who to choose. I'm gonna pass it to you on this one and see what your 2 cents are on this, because this has me up in the air.
So again, with this, you got Goods, who's the ultimate professional, always got bars on deck. I'm gonna tell you how I see this. I see Goods coming in there with 3 rounds. And I see him having, like, bars in each round, actually dissing Clips for being unprepared.
I see that coming, too.
You know what I mean? And I can see Clips, like, playing off of it. Like like I don't know, like they might have like a little part where Clip kind of freestyles and kind of responds, but like doesn't disrespect Goods, because Goods' image is like all about what he's all about. Plus, Clips has a battle later on that night
against Gwitty. Yeah, against Gwitty.
He got a one rounder against Gwitty. So like, I think it's definitely still a money move for Clips. Like Clip, I gotta go with Suge and I gotta go with Suge and Arsenal, man.
You think they're gonna be more prepared?
Yeah, I think they're going to be well prepared. And Arsenal can freestyle. So I think there's going to be room in the beginning of the round, in the middle of the round, for Ars to kind of freestyle and rebuttal whatever's happening. And yeah. I think it's going to be a clear 2-1. Yeah, with the aggression and the versatility of the Jersey team. The only thing I would recommend for the Jersey team is like don't have J 400 block hold your water.
Talk about it.
Yo, like that dude is not a team player, bro. Like every team needs a utility person, but he is not. Like I would not. Don't even let him around the water. Don't expect that he's gonna bro. Like you're gonna rap and then like J 400 block is just gonna stand there, bro. Like I don't know, man. Like he's just he gets. I want to make an award for him, like, but it's like the worst like teammate award. I wouldn't even have him on stage with me. Honestly, he doesn't even like. He does a good job of staying angry when the other team's rapping, but then when you rap, he's also angry.
Yo,
it's if you ever watch like the Hip Hop Is Real interviews, they're interviewing Suge, but Jay is just like blacking. Like you're like, yo, why is he even talking? Like he's just a very angry man, bro.
Yo, but shout out to Jay, man. He supposedly got a 30 against Dougie.
Yeah.
He supposedly got a 30 against Dougie, and I bigged him up on Twitter for that. Because I've seen him in his past performances. He gets Show Off, Rosenberg Raw, Dre Dennis, Bill Collector. I feel like he's proven himself to, I'm not saying he's a top tier battler, but I feel he's dope. He's dope. I feel like he's truly dope, and
he's a rapper, bro.
Yes, he is.
You know who else is a rapper from Jersey?
Who?
Ski Dollar.
Speed Dollar?
Speed Dollar.
Yeah, Speed Dollar's fire. Speed Dollar's not, him versus Dre Dennis was fire, and I didn't expect it to be fire. I did not expect it to be.
That's why battle rap is not dead, bro. There are so many people in the cut. Like it'll never be dead, yo. As many people as retired, there are always going to be people on deck ready to take the spots. Like
the thing, okay. And speaking of Speed Dollar and Dre Dennis and all these mid tiers, I feel like there's like a urgency in the mid tiers to take all these battles. I mean, we see Dre Dennis popping up everywhere. We see J 400 block. He was on We Go Hard against Pharaoh. I see a lot of mid tiers battling elsewhere. I think speaking of mid tiers, and people may not think he's a mid tier, people think he's a low tier. Actually, matter of fact, not a lot of people even like this dude. But Born, I saw Born against QP off the Black Ice Cartel, card, and Born was snapping. Born was snapping, man, and I was like, wow, like. I don't understand why people, got onto him. And then I watched him versus JC, and I was like, oh, okay. I understand why people not necessarily fuck with Born like that.
Here's the thing: it's like people. I don't know how many people who watch battle rap actually try to do it themselves. I was at the prep versus. Damn, I sound like such a geek because I'm at a lot of these events. But I was at the prep versus Saga battle, right? They had a one-off at Black Star before it closed down, and There was the only bar battle on the card, right? So I thought we were gonna get there, we're just gonna watch the battle and go home. These dudes was like, "Hey, yo, anybody in the crowd that's sitting on bars, now is your opportunity. Step to the center. Bars on deck." And yo, bro, like I wish I had some bars on deck. I didn't have none, and I felt like, oh man, like this could be my opportunity. And there were a lot of people there who I know be online trolling these battle rappers, and they ain't step up either. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And there was a chick named Mia X, I think Mia something like that. She battles on We Go Hard, Tia X, something like that. And she battled against Bonnie.
Really?
Diver. Yeah. And Mia stepped up, and it was like, "Yo, who got bars for Mia?" And then Bonnie was like, I'll do it. And everybody was hyped. And Bonnie spit some shit, bro. And I was like, and you know how you talk about gas? Bro, everything that they said was fire. Because it was. And when you're too scared to go up there and spit some bars, and somebody else does, you gotta give them credit. Because it looks a lot easier than it is to just step up there and do that.
Yeah, because you put pressure on yourself, man. You put pressure on yourself.
And the same thing happened with Speed Dollar. There was some dude who went up there, and he was like how he had bars, and he went up there and he was choking, and then Speed Dollar just like spit like 24 bars, and the whole crowd was like, "Leave him alone."
Damn, son.
So
see,
like,
the thing was,
every troll. Go ahead, bro. Real quick. For every troll that's online that talks about these dudes, man, I just laugh at them because they don't have no idea how much talent it takes to go up and step in front of a crowd and actually perform, bro.
That is true. That is very true. That is very true. The thing with and we were on the topic of mid tiers. I want to ask you a question about where you consider this person. Do you consider JC a mid tier? Yes. Without JC question? Or yeah. Are there some instances where he raps like a top tier?
I don't think that being top tier has anything to do with rapping.
Elaborate on that.
A top tier battle rapper brings a certain excitement when you say their name. When you announce a card, a top tier makes people do irrational things. A top tier will make you stand on line at 8 o'clock in the morning. A top tier will will have you like buy like really, really expensive tickets, even though like you might need to spend that money on like baby formula. You know what I mean? Like, like that's a top tier. Like a top tier is like you just said I'm not gonna pay for no ticket. You know, I'm not gonna go out. You know, that's a long flight. But if you heard something crazy like Loaded Lux was battling Eminem.
Oh, I'm going. I'm on the flight. I'm on the first flight. I'm on the first flight.
Like, to me, that's a top tier, and there are only but a few top tiers. When JC versus Big K only get 75 people in the building, they're not top tiers.
Yikes! Yikes!
When Cortez versus
Prez
Mafia only gets 120 people in the building, they're not top tiers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, what you're saying is it's star power. It's all about star power.
It is all about star power.
And the thing with the thing is, okay, my top tier system.
In my opinion,
of course that's a good opinion, but the thing with me is the way I base top tiers is when I started watching battle rap, I based it off skill. And I understand there's more factors into that, but I just based it off bars and who can rock a crowd, B, who has the best bars, and C, who can really perform well. And people may agree, may disagree, but I see Cortez as a top tier only because he's put in the work, B, he's stood in front of quote unquote top tiers. He's battled the Conceiteds, even though it was a long time ago. He's battled the Disasters. He's battled the Tay Rocks. He's battled I can't believe I'm missing one. He's battled I believe John John's a top tier, but he's battled the Johns. I consider Cortez a top tier. I still don't think he gets the respect he deserves. He's very underrated, and I see and he gets put in predicaments to where he's able to stay in that realm, that mid-tier realm. And I feel like if he gets a shot like I've always wanted to see him versus Surf. Always wanted to see him versus Surf. But and maybe him versus Calico. And to see, him not getting those opportunities is like, wait, what's going on? Like, why isn't Cortez getting the same shot? But he clearly beat this person who is getting a top tier shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
think part of it is behind the scenes. When he battled Tay Rock, they both were where Cortez is now. Or let's just say it like that, because I don't want to insult either one of them. They both were where Cortez was now, and Cortez, they both were getting paid the same amount. Tay Rock took the company man route, right? Mm-hmm. I made a cartoon about that for Reaper route, but he took the company man route, right? He's gonna follow the plan. He's gonna trust URL, and Cortez kind of took the free agent route where. He was going around. Remember, he used to have the slogan, "It don't matter if I'm top tier, dummy, long as they keep paying me this top tier money."
Talk about it.
And so he was getting paid whatever the amount that he was getting paid for these battles, but he was battling it everywhere. And Tay Rock just kept taking who they would give him, right? And so and Tay Rock wasn't hot. Like Tay Rock wasn't hot. Like when Tay Rock battled B Magic, Tay Rock was not Tay Rock. I remember being in the crowd for that, and Tay Rock was just a regular dude. I came to see B Magic. B Magic had a higher profile than Tay Rock at that time, and but Tay Rock just kept grinding, kept doing what the company wanted, and then he started getting those plates. But Tay Rock never really demanded any exorbitant amount of money to perform, and so he was affordable. And he was a company man. He did what they told him to do. I mean, look at him. He battled Chast. He battled Briz. He battled B Magic. He battles all these kind of people that Cortez at a time wouldn't take. Cortez was not going to take a Briz. Like Cortez is not going to take a Ryder. If Smack or Beezy said to Tay Rock, I know they're in the same gang, but if he said, yo, we need you to battle Ryder, Tay Rock's like, all right, cool. You see what I'm saying? And so with that kind of with Cortez kind of taking battles anywhere and then being kind of selective in URL, it hurt him in building his brand, because he actually took control of his own brand as a free agent, and thus he didn't really shine the way he was supposed to, like Tay Rock and Surf did. That's my opinion about why Tay Rock. That's my opinion as far as why Cortez is not considered top tier, because it's the only clear difference between Cortez and Tay Rock is that one put trust and became a company man for Smack, and the other one became a free agent.
Battle Rap 101 with the analysis, man. Let's go. Now, the thing with this is we're gonna end this with a segment. I've created over the past couple of months a giant list of potential battles that I think should happen within the next 4 to 5 years. They could happen, they might not happen. Some of these probably won't happen due to certain legal circumstances with some of the battlers. But I want to throw a couple at you. I want you to answer if it's a good battle, B, where you think it should take place at, and C, who would win. So I'm gonna just throw a couple at you. The first one would be we're gonna go with Rum Nitty versus John the Don.
Okay. I think that would be a great battle. I think it should take place on URL, and I think John the Don wins 3-0.
Whoa. 3-0?
Yes, 3-0.
Explain what... You're not giving Rum Nitty a round.
No, not against John the Don.
Wow.
John the Don is... John the Don battled Matt and kind of did what Show Off did to Matt before Show Off did it to Matt. Like, he kind of big boyed Matt. Like, you're not going to bully me. And Rum Nitty gets real aggressive. But John the Don is big enough to kind of, like, offset that aggressiveness and make Rum Nitty actually look like a little man. Besides that, John the Don is a boss. He's a boss in battle rap. He makes boss moves. And I think that he's going to angle the shit. He's going to angle the crap out of Rum Nitty, and he also punches enough. He punches enough to kind of teach him a lesson and make Rum Nitty look one-dimensional. Okay. So I got John the Don 3-0 on Smack.
Okay. This one, I don't think it should happen on Smack because of, who's doing it. But we got Chilla Jones versus Averb.
Chilla Jones versus Averb right now, to me, would be an okay battle. I think it should take place on a massacre card. And I got Chilla Jones winning 2-1.
I agree. I think it should take place on King of the Dot. Chilla Jones has won. It says he wanted to battle Averb. And I think he deserves a Averb. I think he deserves an Averb. I mean, he's been doing his thing. I mean, his battle with Jonai just dropped, and he had one of the best performances of that Blackout weekend. And I think this one is just gonna be different. I think it's gonna be I think it would be different. This one, I seriously think could happen on Smack, on KOTD, on Bullpen, on King of the Dot, and this one's an interesting one. I think you'll like this one. Loso versus Real Deal.
Oh man. Okay. All right. I think that will be a great battle. I want it to take place on Smack.
You think I don't know if it even should take place on Smack. I think it would do good on the King of the Dot stage. I think it would do great on the King of the Dot stage, though.
I think it would. I think it would do great on the King of the Dot stage. I think it would become a classic, like what we really refer to as a classic on Smack, and it's the crowd, bro. It's like it's the response, it's the energy that like that battle will command. It's the number of religious people that will actually attend a Smack event in New York, because the people in New York are just so like diverse. I'd be happy if it takes place anywhere. I'd love to see it on Smack. I got Real Deal winning it, man. Real Deal is the only person I think that I don't know if it's on your list. The only person I think that could beat Real Deal is B Dot, to be quite honest.
B Dot versus Real Deal. Book it. If anybody's that's listening to this, B Dot versus Real Deal, please book it. Oh my God, please book it.
That's a conversation that needs to happen.
That is a definite conversation that needs to happen, because it's a teacher versus preacher kind of. Oh my God, that sells itself. Oh man.
Can you imagine that? Could you imagine that parent-teacher conference?
Oh my God, yo.
Real Deal's in school telling this young black boy something, and then dad comes in, and then they just start going at it, but like really respectfully.
That would be fire, man. Book it. Norbs, Organic, hell, even ARP. Book it, man. I mean, another one. I think that now these I'm gonna throw two at you, and I just want to see which one you would want to see more. These include the same battler but different opponents. First we got O-Red versus Danger Zone, and O-Red versus Steams.
I'd rather see O-Red versus Steams, just because I don't ever want to see Danger Zone anymore after he got punked by like. If you know who Pharaoh is like the battle rapper.
Yeah, he got yeah. I saw that story.
Like if Pharaoh goes to hit me with a gun, I just grab his arm and throw him in the garbage can. Like, and I'm probably gonna see him in an event, and he could say what he gotta say to me. But bro, like you just can't rap. If Danger Zone actually rapped about like I don't know taking out his recycling bins and doing his taxes, then I could understand that. That could happen to anybody, bro. Like I've been robbed before. Like I live in the hood. Like it happens. But when you talk about guns and then like you get like gun butted at an event and like you don't do anything, but like stand there and watch the battles, which comes into question about how. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about that. I would rather see Steams against O-Red. O-Red's like an old school battler, bro. They just win battles. So I think that O-Red wins that battle. I think that battle should take place at We Go Hard. We Go Hard.
In a We Go Hard environment, do you know how much gas is going to be involved in this?
But what people don't understand is that We Go Hard, they gas everyone.
No, listen, that battle's going to be an hour long. That battle's going to be an hour long. O-Red won't be able to get through at least one round. O-Red will not.
I will take it.
That's okay. All right. And then I got this one. Go ahead.
I think that We Go Hard. I think that We Go Hard should Steams, if you're listening, I will go on this. Just do it in the summertime. We Go Hard should do a tour of America, and they should just do We Go Hard battles.
Yo, come to Texas, boy.
We Go Hard people. Because what happens though is like, bro, you've been to a barbecue, right?
Of course.
You know that a barbecue in LA is different than a barbecue in Brooklyn.
Or in a barbecue in Texas.
Right, but they all have their own unique environments. The We Go Hard environment is so Brooklyn. It's so like authentically Brooklyn that like it's like taking like St. Louis barbecue. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Or like Kentucky whiskey somewhere. Like it's its own flavor. And if you could bring that around to different environments, I think people would like appreciate it. Yo, when St. Mike went out there and battled Show Off, you couldn't tell me that St. Mike was from Nebraska the way that they was going crazy for his.
That is so true.
Like environment, bro.
That is so true.
You know what? We should do a podcast because after Double Impact, I'm going to the We Go Hard battle. I hooked up with your boy Clip. He wants me to come out there. It's kind of a secret, but he wants me to come out there because I'll be shouting him out a lot, and I just want to talk about that environment because I'm going to go out there, and I know that environment's going to be so different than a Double Impact environment, but it's a real cool environment. If you ever grew up in the projects, it's just like that brotherhood, yo, and like I said before, battle rapping is a hard thing. So when you got people who are supportive of you, it helps you to grow and to become comfortable and to actually, you know what I mean, like grow your craft. You know, when you have people like, oh, go, go, that boy good, that was fire. All that stuff, it encourages you because you're in a really vulnerable place to put together material that you're not sure people are gonna like.
Or keep going.
So while people, right, keep going. You know what I mean? Like all that is important, and it's a very unique environment. It's almost like the Red Sox home court advantage, right? Mm-hmm. You couldn't imagine baseball without that.
That is true.
And I couldn't imagine battle rap without the We Go Hard environment.
I feel you. Now I'm gonna throw a curveball at you for this last one. All right, because this could happen in one or two places, but the way the battle could go could be on the fence. All right. We got Shotgun Suge versus Show Off.
Shotgun Suge and Show Off. It's got to be a 3-round battle.
Of course.
It can't be a 1-rounder. And I'm gonna say that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. If it's going to be a 3-rounder, it's going to happen on URL. I want to say RBE, but I don't know if they have the money to get Suge for a 3-rounder.
I mean,
talking about at least 8 G's for that.
Yeah, but I think, if RBE can make, they booked,
my bad. You know where that would happen at? It could happen on UW. It could happen.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. I can see that happening on UW. I could definitely see that happening on UW.
And I gotta give it to the veteran show. Shotgun Suge. He's poised. He is actually becoming consistent. Right. That's something that he was lacking.
Him versus Av was oh my God, was incredible to see. Him versus Av was incredible to see.
Performance is stepping up so much more. So
it's crazy to see that, man. I mean, I would give it to Shotgun Suge 2-1, but in a very aggressive back and forth. I think in a very aggressive back and forth. I think it could happen on UW. I think it could happen on UW. Yeah, man. Listen, it's
those are some good battles, man. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, of course, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, people. He will definitely be back on the show, and he will tell his whole story of his Double Impact 2, and I'm guessing you're going to the We Go Hard event right after.
Absolutely.
And we'll get his stories right after that. And yeah, guys, this has been probably one of the best hashtag Battle Talk episodes that in a while. We usually, it's usually a short series, but it was an hour and 16 minutes, but we covered a lot of ground in this. We talked about Double Impact. We talked about Ascension. We talked about future matchups that possibly need to happen. We talked about we went real in depth on Double Impact 2, and I feel like I'll definitely have to send you this list, man. Definitely, once you see some of these matchups that I've actually put together, some of these are actual possible and can actually be classics. So, for BattleRap101, you can follow him you could actually subscribe to his channel at BattleRap101. He creates some very, very creative and sometimes funny cartoons. Follow him on Twitter at B.ones.
B.ones_82.
Of course, follow me at ByHunterForeman, all one word. Yeah, man, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a great rest of the year for Battle Rap. I'm excited to see what Summer Madness 6 is gonna look like. I'm excited for what the next King of the Dot major card is going to be, after Massacre, because we got Daylight versus Mickey Fax, Chilla Jones versus Ilmac, Big K versus Pat Stay, and Arsenal versus Iron Solomon, all happening on one card, which is going to be incredible. But I'm going to save that for a second video. So, for Battle Rap 101, this has been hashtag Battle Talk. And is there any battle specifically that you want the public to check out before we sign off?
If there was one battle that I think everybody should check out, it's a battle between Cashwan versus Swavatar Jack on the Bullpen Battle League.
I was actually gonna go with the Boogie versus TGO battle off of the Bullpen pressure card. That was crazy, man. That was
I gotta
crazy.
check that out after we get off.
That is Boogie versus TGO, man. Listen, Boogie. I'm gonna just tell you Boogie's third round. That's all I'm gonna say. Boogie's third round. Boogie's third round. As for Battle Rap 101, my name is Hunter Foreman, and also you will also see me on my other podcast known as Flight 96. That will be coming this week. Guests will be announced very soon. So and this will be uploaded. Today's the 13th. It will be uploaded tomorrow, the 14th. So y'all check it out. Y'all subscribe to Battle Rap 101 and follow him at beatout1s_82. And y'all take it easy, man.